Hey folks, it's Amy from Colorado Mountain Living. I did want to express a lot of thanks for all the well wishes that came through from the last video. Things are going well. I've got a nice little scar up here, gonna be healing. But otherwise, you know, they got it all and things are really good in that department as far as the skin cancer goes. So definitely keeping up with the sunscreen now and keeping up with my follow-up appointments. So I did want to give you guys in this video an update on the coronavirus as it applies to the mountain area. So as you may have been keeping up with the stats, Colorado appears to be in the top 5 states that are affected with numbers of cases. We are the top 5. The last time I looked at the list. As of yesterday, I think we had 77 cases and 1 death. So it's definitely getting a little bit more serious for us. Earlier this week, the governor declared a state of emergency. So that just allows for extra funding and things to be on heightened awareness, and some restrictions are getting put into place. Some neighboring counties earlier this week, Boulder County, Jefferson County, have closed down the public school system for a couple of weeks. So how it's working is that counties are doing like a 2-week closure at a time and then reevaluating. And then, you know, being surrounded by counties that have already expressed closures and concerns over the virus, our county followed suit today. Today's the first day our county has officially closed down. All non-essential offices are closed. So how that is affecting us, really, more of a recreational thing at this point. Our rec center is closed for the next 2 weeks, and the announcement said that they will reevaluate after 2 weeks. So it's possible that it could extend. And so that might be concerning as well. So I think what you're seeing, what we're seeing around here is just a lot of encouragement for people to stay home. Schools are closed for the next 2 weeks in our county. Like I said, all public offices. Now, interestingly, they left the transfer station, the dump, open, but they're following FEMA procedures so that they're not allowed to handle any money from people or our punch cards that we use to drop off our trash. So the one bonus is that our trash is free to take in. They're accepting recycling and trash currently. We are concerned that if it continues or worsens, the restrictions worsens, we won't be able to get rid of our trash at the station. So that's definitely a concern as well. So yeah, the one interesting part is that the casinos are still up and running. So, you know, that is not a government run business. They're all private businesses, but it's our biggest revenue generator for our small little county. So they are waiting, obviously, until extreme measures are needed to preserve the economy of our county. Everyone's worried about economic impact at this point. I think everyone's been seeing with the stock market going down and 401ks dropping in value that there is that concern that could keep going, right? You know, as people are out of work because, you know, the county offices are closed, schools are closed, people are going to be having less spending money. So that sort of translates into my summertime business, the craft show season. We've seen a lot of announcements that people are on alert, but no official cancellations as of this point because we're still a couple months out from the season. So everyone's using this next 30 days. That's part of our state of emergency to sort of make decisions and see how this sort of plays out. As of right now, things seem to be getting progressively worse. One other concern, you know, Brian does work in healthcare. He works at the hospital, so he's exposed to people coming in and out that may be carrying these germs. So it's definitely a concern that we want to stay vigilant of. They have restrictions in place at Brian's office as far as medical equipment use, how to preserve, you know, not throwing things away because there's definitely a shortage right now around the country. Everyone's given like one mask to use. You can't just use a fresh one every time you go into a new room. I work from home, so I am not affected. My company's not affected yet. However, all of the clients that I work with are affected because a lot of them are in the Washington State area. A lot of them are in California. Even people in Florida are affected because there's just a lot of panic going around. I'm sure you guys have seen as well in the news. So we're going to be hunkering down here and probably working on more house projects as we don't have the rec center to head out to every weekend. But definitely keeping you guys posted on the status of the virus in the mountains. So there have been documented cases in the mountain areas, not our county yet, but they have documented in the neighboring ski communities cases of the coronavirus. So it's widespread throughout Colorado. It's not just one location, and that's why I think the governor was concerned enough to declare a state of emergency. Like I said, we're number 5 on the states that are affected. So it's definitely up there as a concern for everybody. So luckily, I do a lot of my shopping at Costco, so I do have a stockpile of a lot of things, but I'm going to try to get some more just in case we are in for the long haul, because we're not really sure how long this is going to last. But just want to keep you guys posted and just kind of show you a little update on what we're going to be doing for the meantime, working on a little bit of some of the work on the stairs as well as some of the trim work around the house as well. We got plenty of projects to stay busy during the coronavirus shutdown in our county.
Yep. We need to get those cut up. Trying to get a hold of our neighbor to mill them up for us.
Yeah, our neighbor has a nice portable sawmill, and we have gotten our where we got our slabs done. The slabs.
Right, so we just wanted him to cut them into 3-inch thicknesses.
So yeah, we wanted to shout out to Clyde Decker, one of our viewers, for the suggestion of cutting all of our treads in half. Definitely.
We'll have almost enough to do the whole staircase that way, and then I got a log from the woods. Lance helped me get it the other day, and we make 4-inch spacers out of that. So that'll give us a 7-inch stair height. And so it'll be much easier to make them all uniform looking.
Right.
With the router, if they're only 3 inches, so it'll be perfect.
Yep.
So good idea. And easier also to handle. 3 inches of wood is definitely lighter than 7, so should work out good. And
then we got some stained wood behind you, looks like.
Yep, that's for all the door trim, and then these pieces are going to have something special on them. We're going to make a mountain scene on there, just burn it in.
Doing some wood burning as part of our door frame decor.
Yep. So
some finished steps over
maybe
here.
Maybe some moose and trees and mountain scenes and stuff like that. So
cool.
Should be neat.
All right. I think we got plenty of projects to keep us busy.
Yeah. Should be good.
So guys, we just wanted to give you a little bit of an update of the latest news and how it's affecting us up in the Colorado mountains. One big thing that was canceled was our mountain festival called Frozen Dead Guy Days. It's kind of known as one of the world's oddest, most unusual festivals because it celebrates a guy who's been frozen up here in the mountains and sort of cryogenically frozen since the 80s. But, I went to it a couple of years ago, and actually I was going to go and try to document it this year for you guys, but they unfortunately canceled it. So that's when, these are the kind of things that are affecting us, is like a lot of these big gatherings and festivals are canceled in our local area. So anyway, we're going to make do. We have plenty of stuff to work on in the house, so we'll keep you posted this weekend about our progress and keep you updated on the news from the Colorado mountains. Thanks guys for joining. We'll see you next time.